Every young player wants to have a great slap shot. It's powerful, it's dynamic, and let's face it, it looks cool. But unless your wrist shot is strong and accurate, you should not be working on your slap shot. This isn't just because the wrist shot is a much more valuable tool. There are also key mechanical components of the wrist shot necessary to the slap shot. Even if you do have a great wrist shot, you still may not be ready. The slap shot requires the strength to flex the shaft of the stick. If you're unable to get the stick to bend even a little bit when you lean on it, you're going to have trouble executing a proper slap shot. You might find that you're able to switch to a more flexible shaft, otherwise you'll probably have to wait until you're stronger. Now let's look at the mechanics. We'll start with a stationary slap shot. Like the wrist shot, you'll want to start with your feet square to your target so you can transfer your weight from your back foot to your front foot as you shoot. And as you follow through, you're still going to roll your wrists and finish with the blade of your stick pointing towards your target. Because you've already mastered the wrist shot, these should all be familiar to you. If you're unsure what I mean by squaring your feet, transferring your weight, rolling your wrists, or pointing your blade towards the target, go back and watch Varsity's wrist shot video again. Set the puck up so that it is somewhere between the middle of your body and your front skate. Most players like the puck just behind the heel of the front foot. Be sure not to place the puck too far away from your body either. You want to be able to drive your stick down and through the puck. A puck that is too far away from the shooter forces the blade into a circular motion and all leverage on the stick is lost. Once the puck is in place, you are ready for the first stage of the slap shot, the takeaway. Widen your hands by about the width of a glove to just above the midpoint of the shaft. Transfer your weight to your back leg. Lock the front elbow and extend your top hand towards the ice. Keep the face of the blade closed and parallel to the ice. Pull the blade back and away from your body. This is where players often make one of two critical mistakes. Do not rotate at the waist or turn your shoulders. Taking a slap shot is not like swinging a baseball bat. Secondly, do not get in the habit of bringing your stick up above your head during the takeaway. The key is to bring the stick up and back, and generally no higher than between the waist and the shoulders. Taking a slap shot is not like driving a golf ball. A high backswing will only add to the amount of time it takes to release your shot, and it could even lead to high sticking penalties or injuries, none of which are desirable outcomes for a shooter. With the stick cocked and ready to shoot, let's move on to stage 2, the load. What gives a slap shot its power is that in addition to the force of the weight transfer from the back leg to the front, there is also the whip of the stick as it bows and flexes. To make the shaft bend, do not try to hit the puck when you take a slap shot. Instead, drive the blade of the stick into the ice behind the puck. The distance between your blade and the puck when you first contact the ice should be about half of the width of a puck. As you do this, keep the blade face closed. If you chop at the puck with the blade open, you may raise the puck up into the air, but it will not be a very powerful shot. Upon impact with the ice, the bottom arm should be straight, pushing down and forwards. Meanwhile, the top arm now pulls in the opposite direction of the bottom hand, in towards the body and away from the target. In combination then, the bottom end of the shaft is pulled back as the blade is slowed by the action of being driven into the ice. The middle of the shaft is pushed forwards by the straightening of the bottom arm, and the top of the shaft is pulled back by the top hand. This bends the stick and allows it to act like a lever. The net effect is the loading of the stick. At the end of the load, we begin the final stage of the slap shot, the follow-through. The puck should come into contact with the blade somewhere between the middle of the face and the heel, usually closer to the heel than the middle. As you follow through towards your target, you must be able to roll your wrists. The puck, just like the wrist shot, will roll down the blade and spin off the toe as it flies through the air. However, because of the extra torque created by the flex in the stick, it requires strong wrists and forearms to perform the follow-through properly. The elbow of the front arm should rotate around towards the middle of your back, and your bottom elbow should stay extended through the release. The shooter should achieve maximum extension from back foot to bottom hand. When following through, the stick should travel forwards away from the body in a straight line towards the target. Again, we don't want to swing a bat or drive a golf ball. As with all shots, look at your target while shooting. This will be tough to do when first learning the slap shot, but an invaluable habit when it comes to shooting accurately in a game. When taking a slap shot in motion, The toughest adjustment for most players is placing the puck in a good shooting position. With repetition, you will get the hang of setting the puck one stride ahead of you, so that by the time you complete the takeaway and begin to load the stick, you have skated the puck into a good shooting position near your front foot. Now let's look at 5 drills you can do to develop your slap shot. Number 1, rapid fire. Set 5 pucks up in a row, separated from each other by about the length of the blade of your stick. In this drill, we want to ensure that the shooter is properly transferring weight from the back foot to the front foot. With each shot, the shooter pushes towards the net. With each recovery, the shooter pushes back to the ready position. As your slap shot improves, the time it takes you to shoot all 5 pucks should decrease. Number 2, pivot and shoot. This drill is designed to improve the balance of the shooter. When loading the stick, many players will want to bend at the waist and use the weight of the upper body to help flex the stick. If this hinge at the hips gets too exaggerated, too much of the shooter's weight will move to the front of their skate blades and they will fall forwards during the follow-through. To develop proper balance, set 1 puck in front of you and 1 behind you. After taking the first shot, a balanced shooter will be able to pivot quickly and release a second slap shot in the opposite direction. Number 3, half slaps. This drill is intended to develop a quick release. As we mentioned earlier, the faster you can go from deciding to shoot to releasing the puck, the more effective your shot will be. Of course, that will only hold true if the shot you get off quickly is still powerful. For this drill, we're going to place a rebound board in front of the shooter, who will begin the drill by dragging the puck backwards to create a shooting lane, much like a defenseman would do from the point in a game situation. Once a shooting lane is created, limit your backswing to the height of your knees. If you have a teammate to work with, have them hold their stick at knee level to help you limit your takeaway. With repetition, you should be able to release a good shot with much less of a wind-up. Once you have perfected dragging the puck backwards, you can add another level of difficulty by pushing the puck forward to create a shooting lane. The added challenge here will be placing the puck properly and squaring your feet to the target. Number 4, quick stick one-timers. If you have a teammate or a coach to work with, try the following drill to help master the art of shooting in motion. Position yourself so that you begin slightly on your off-wing side in the middle lane of the ice. Left-handed shots will begin slightly to the right of the pucks, righties slightly to the left of the middle. The shooter will start skating in a straight line up the ice towards their target, remembering to look back over their shoulder at their teammate or coach, who will throw a pass right up the middle of the ice once the shooter is in motion. What we're looking for here is a shooter who can release a shot without stopping the puck. Do not receive the pass, stick handle, or do anything else to set it up. Use your legs to make adjustments to the pass and improve your ability to anticipate when the puck will be in prime shooting position. If you can time your takeaway properly, you should be able to release a good shot in this drill, although it's unlikely you'll ever encounter this in a game situation. Number 5, collect and shoot. Finally, let's get to work on setting the puck in a good shooting position while in motion. We'll place the rebound board about halfway between us and the target. Get your feet moving, and then make a pass to yourself off the rebound board. Collect the puck on the forehand, and with one single motion, get the puck to a shooting position and begin the takeaway. Pay attention to the details here. Be sure to practice proper mechanics. Are you squaring your feet? Are you transferring your weight? Are you fully extended from back foot to bottom hand on the follow-through? Are you looking at your target? If you master this, you can add a level of difficulty by pivoting backwards when you collect the puck off the rebound board and creating a shooting lane on the opposite side of the board. When it comes to training, you get out of it what you put into it. Doing each of these drills once won't necessarily make you better, but if you do each of these drills for 2 minutes, a total of 10 minutes of shooting each day, you'll have an applause-worthy clapper before you know it.